been to California, never been to LA, so I'll stay home and write.
Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. I'm Isabella and I have written and published 2 books this year. They're going to be linked down below if you want to check them out. But let's get right into this video for today. So today we're going to be talking about the rest of my year goals. In other words, from July to December, what my plans are and what I kind of want to focus on. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about my writing goals, my social media goals, more specifically what I plan to do with those social media goals and what I want to kind of post for the rest of the year. So let's begin with writing goals, and we're going to go in a month-by-month basis. For my writing goals in July, I would love to start writing, or not really writing, but like planning the series that I would love to do. I think there might be like 5-6 books. I'm not really sure. They're going to be interconnected. It's going to be a coming-of-age romance series, and each book will follow a different couple, which is kind of like the standard romance series kind of genre convention that we have. So that's what my plan is. I would love to start planning it. I would like to have like an overall picture of what I want, maybe have some plot ideas, some subplots, and just have my characters ready to go for whenever I do decide to start writing draft ones of those books. But yeah, I don't have any plans of publishing them anytime soon, so I think it's more going to be like a fun passion project, and to also remind me how to write novels, because I haven't written a novel in so long and I would really love to just write a novel again, so why not. And the other 2 projects I want to work on in July is I have this other novel idea that I'm technically calling Project Letters, and this is kind of part of a whole video experiment I'm still filming, so I don't know when that video is coming out. It doesn't really have an end date. It's literally I'm going to film it every time I work on Project Letters. So I would love to outline the entire book. I have basically almost everything ready to go. I just need to actually outline the book, because I am kind of a plotter, but I also need to like be a bit of a discovery writer, so I need the outline basically to start writing. It kind of is harder for me to do it if I don't do it that way. So for me, I need the outline to be done first, so I would love to finish that outline in July. And finally, Project B. I am technically still in the middle of the first draft, and my goal at the end of this month is to have a completed first draft. Right now, as of when I'm filming this, it's the 9th of July, so I would love to just knock it out, because at this point it's taking me way too long to write that draft, and it really shouldn't be. I literally know where I want this story to go. I think the only thing that's slowing me down is how emotionally tolling this book is, so maybe that's why it's a little bit hard, but I would love to have that first draft ready before like the end of the month. In August, since I'm starting 2nd semester of uni, and also my work schedule is going to be really hectic during August, I have decided for the rest of the year to kind of limit how many projects I do, because I don't really know how my schedule is going to look, and all my classes next semester are mathematical, and I am not the best at math, so I don't feel confident enough to like try and take on as many writing projects as I usually would try and do in a month, and balance those math subjects, because I don't know how hard they're going to be. But I've looked at the subject outline so far, and they're kind of tough, and I'm not so sure how to feel about them. But in August, I would love to outline or finish outlining Project Academia, and that is a book, a poetry collection technically, that I've been working on for a very long time, and I've been outlining it on and off. It's not the worst for me to outline, but there's also like something that's so daunting about outlining it, because it's like such a different genre to what I'm used to writing. Genre? Okay, maybe not genre. It's a trope I'm not used to writing. That's what I was meant to say. But yeah, I don't really write academic rivals ever. So it's been really fun trying to, I guess, outline and brainstorm so far, but I'm also scared that it's not really hitting the trope as well. So I would love to finish the outline for that, and I know I can like fix everything in editing, but I'm a bit of a perfectionist. And the other goal for August is to finish Project RPS Draft 1, and RPS stands for Rock, Paper, Scissors. I have now decided that it's no longer going to be the title. I have a new title for it, And yeah, this was inspired by one of the classes I took in my first semester, and also a really cute, like, little sad love story that my sister showed me once. Really fun, and it kind of just spiraled into this whole poetry collection. So yeah, I really want to finish writing draft 1 for it, because I did start writing it during my first semester at uni, but then that subject that inspired this entire thing kind of took me into weird negative mental states, so I had to put it aside because I could not deal with it mentally and study that subject emotionally. In September, I would love to have draft 1 of Project Academia written, and I would like to have finished Project Wishes draft 1 as well. Project Wishes is like Project B. It's a project I've started for ages ago, and I just never finished draft 1. The only difference with Project Wishes is it's not as mentally or emotionally tolling. It's more like I don't know how to write this trope because I've never written it before, so it's kind of like an experimental book for me. So it's really fun because I do love the second chance trope. I find it really cute and wholesome, so I want to give it a go and like actually maybe one day write a second chance novel. But for now, I think poetry is where we're going to be at because it's kind of giving me something to work with, but it's not as daunting as a novel. So I just kind of want to like see how much I'm going to enjoy this kind of trope, but also to see like which areas I can kind of further improve on before I get to the novel stage. In October, since this is going to be like the majority of where my assessments kind of fall, I decided to just finish writing this other book that I started writing but at the beginning of the year, and I have since put aside because I realized it was way too much for me to be doing at the time and it was asking way too much of me. And that is called Project Hustle, and I want to finish draft 1 of this project. Project Hustle was inspired by like obviously hustle culture and intense productivity, and I have since decided that I want to kind of like maybe take my time in like really delving into this issue, but also I want to enjoy this book because I have so many ideas for it, but all those ideas kind of like were overwhelming and they were kind of overpowering each other. So I want to revisit that idea, revisit the outline and everything, and just kind of take my time and really slowly digest what I want and what I want to portray without like making it too overwhelming, because that's how hustle culture kind of feels to me. It is really overwhelming. I want to rethink about where I want to go with that book. And yeah, that's basically the plan for October. In November, I would love to write Project Letters draft 1 because it is NaNoWriMo and it's also a novel, so I feel like it was just really fitting. Now in November is technically like wrapping up the end of my semester, but also it's where my exams fall, so I don't want to overwhelm myself. And also, once again, I am taking a lot of mathematical subjects and mathematics and I don't get along that well, so we shall see how this month goes. But yeah, I'm really excited to finally be getting hopefully to the first draft of that book because I have loved the idea so much. It was so fun and I really cannot wait to see where it goes. And finally in December, I decided let's go back to our spontaneous writing goals, and I decided I want to write 3 different poetry collections, all first drafts of course. And technically I have been planning these poetry collections since last month, so June, and I really love where they're going. I just haven't had the time to write them because I am technically still studying a subject for one of my degrees right now, and I do finish really soon, so I'm really excited and I can't wait. But I also don't want to revisit those books right now because it's not the kind of book I want to write at the moment. It's a really sad trilogy, and right now I just want something happy. I already experienced way too much sadness studying this engineering business multi-function something subject. I can't right now. Like if I had to give myself something to be sad about, I already got that from that subject. I want something happy, and I just want to work on a book that isn't sad at the moment too. So I'm gonna push that all the way back to December, and even if I don't decide to write these first drafts in December, I can always switch. But yeah, that's basically the tentative plan for the rest of the year, and especially December because I don't know what's going to happen. And we shall see how this goes. I'm really excited to start my second semester, which is going to be in like 3 more weeks or so. But other than that, I am so excited and I cannot wait to see what the rest of this year brings writing wise. For social media, I now currently have 2 platforms for TikTok. and by platforms I mean like I have 2 accounts. One is a promotional based account, or it has a lot more poetry stuff, and then I have my personal account, which is the one I technically link on all my videos. So on my personal account, I'm thinking of shifting from posting poetry videos and like little poems to more writing vlogs. So it's going to be more like a behind the scenes, day in my life kind of stuff. So it's going to be more like the writer lifestyle brand I'm kind of like doing. And on the other account, the promotional one, which I will also link down below if you're interested, I'm thinking I'm going to put more poetry stuff on there, whether that be from books or just like the old poetry videos I used to do. Like I'll write little poems and then they'll just be in the video form. So yeah, that's the plan for TikTok, and also that's going to be the same for Instagram Reels. But I'm also not sure. I'm thinking I might repurpose for Instagram Reels and Shorts the writing vlogs that I'll be filming. And yeah, that's basically the plan for that. Instagram, I'm still going to be posting every now and then. And YouTube, we're going to be doing more writing lifestyle videos, as you can probably tell. But yeah, that is the end of this video. Those are my plans and yeah, my goals for the rest of the year. Hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them below. Tell me what your goals are and also what project you're currently working on, and if you're also in school right now. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one.
These songs pretend I'll make it someday. Friends are getting married, they're all settling down. So I lay here, watch the ceiling fan